Hello, everybody. Today we're going to share a very exciting feature for Wi-Fi monetization. We have been talking about Wi-Fi monetization over the past few years, and customers are always curious and are extremely keen to know, on top of having MBox being able to stream ads itself, how can they manage the ads? In the past, we rely on external advertising servers, which and customers have to look for or source for their own advertising platform or solutions to integrate with our MBox. So now with our own cloud-based advertising platform, which is a multi-tenancy advertising platform providing to customer on a subscription basis, we are making everybody a potential advertiser itself. You can manage your own ads, you can stream your own ads, select your location where you want to stream your ads, your contents, run your reports, generate statistics to show to your brands or your own customers, and also understands the usage and user behaviors. So we're going to make today's session really quick, and we all understand the Wi-Fi monetization, the importance of Wi-Fi monetization, particularly today. Most venue owners have to offer free Wi-Fi as a necessity to satisfy end users' requirements. You can't imagine a shopping mall doesn't offer free Wi-Fi today, or a hotel, or some of the well-known food chains or coffee cafes. They all offer free Wi-Fi. It's an expected facility in the premise. So it is a cost to the business owner, and how can they do more, rather get most out of their free Wi-Fi. And we have been talking about running email campaigns using social media to collect user contacts and generate email or SMS campaigns. And so in this topic, we're going to talk about the more interesting feature, which is to stream any ads contents as long as users are connected to the free Wi-Fi network. So the deployment can be on-premise based or can be cloud-based. So on-premise, you basically have an HSG and MAP to broadcast the SSID to connect to the users. The AP can be any third-party AP as well, and as long as HSG is managing the user authentication, captive portal, and splash page. Or you can have like retail outlets or F&B chains. You have one or two MAP at the remote location, and having a central HSG to remotely manage the individual MAPs, and the user will still get splash page or landing page where you can push ads. So there are three ways to make use of our cloud advertising platform to stream ads to the users. One is obviously on the login portal. That means once the user connect to the SSID, you can force them to see your ads first before they get to the login page. So the landing page or a landing URL is after they have logged in, you can redirect them to a particular URL, which can be your ads page as well. And the in-session ads is really after you have logged in already, as you are browsing, doing your web browsing, we can periodically push ads to the user browser as a pop-up. So the user feel as maybe like you can schedule the ads push maybe 15 or 30 minutes as the user are browsing their HTTP web contents, they get an ads pop-up. The user feel as if the ads is coming from their website they're trying to browse instead of from the network, because the ads injection is very seamless. So in today's demo, later we're going to do a demo. We're going to cover the login portal ads, which consists of both video and image banner. In our next topic, we're going to do the profile landing URL, landing ads, or the in-session ads injection. So let's try to understand a bit of the topology first. So the cloud advertising platform basically is hosted in the cloud, and customer or venue owners subscribe to the service, and you get a login ID where you can create your ads contents. And select your location where you want to push your ads, especially if you have many shopping malls and many venues, many stores. You can push the ads to your selected locations and different contents to different locations, and you can run your statistical reports. So we try to understand a bit of the terminologies. So the banner is really the ads content. The ads content can be a video banner. That means before the user, if in the case of landing page ad or the login page ads, the user will see the video, watch the video, which is configurable. You can watch 5 minutes or 5 seconds or 10 seconds before they can proceed, or you can see a splash ads image, then they can get to the login page. So the campaigns is really a group of banners. So for example, you can have multiple ads banners to group them into one campaign, and you can have different banner have different weights. Then you can select zones where to push your campaigns, which location, which HSG or which MAP to push your campaigns. And if there are multiple banners, you can assign different weights. So the one with higher weights gets higher chance of being pushed out, or rather being seen by the users. So this is actually opens an avenue for the venue owner to sell ads at different weights. So for example, if you have a mall location which is very popular and a lot of brands want to advertise in this location, so you can sell them a different price tier for different weights. The one with higher price tier, then your ads will be seen more often, and higher chance that the user will see it and click on it, so you can get more attractions. So I have set up the lab as per earlier topology, and if you have seen our previous lab topology, it's exactly the same, and I have one HSG and one MAP with a power injector, and my PC is connecting to one of the port for management purpose. So I have also downloaded the configurations and load it into the HSG. So everything is pre-configured, and for ease of demo, if in case if you are a partner, you can actually load the demo config from the disk. So if you do a show config, or there's actually one config called demo, you can actually copy restore, then demo. Then after that, you enter and reboot. So the config will automatically come up, and everything is pre-configured. So the only thing you need to add in is really the go to the MBox portal. Once it boots up, you'll be able to log in with the default password. This is logging into the local MBox portal, which is this particular gateway here. So the only thing you need to add is really the AP, adding the AP serial number in your location. So once you add up, and the device will come online automatically, the AP will come online, and you basically need to push the config template. Then after that, you will start to broadcast the SSID, and based on your config template, you will notice that the SSID is mapped to VLAN and mapped to VLAN 10. So that's basically the overall lab setup. And if you look at the hotspot URL, and I've created a portal called VLAN 10 under here. You can use one of the templates. So for me, I'm using the V4 as of now, which is one of the latest template. So that's pretty much all you need to prepare the hotspot setup. So the next thing is really to manage your ads. So if you have subscribed to the ad service, you will be given an account to portal.ransnet.com, and you are logging with your password. Just repeat my password. If given the access to the ads service, you will be seeing a tab called Ads Server, and you will be able to create your campaigns and banners and zones. So we're going to create a campaign. So for example, in this campaign, we're going to push video contents to the user so that they have to watch the video before they are allowed to see the login page to proceed for Capture Portal login. So I'm going to create a video campaign. And the next thing is to add the video banner is really the video content. So I'm going to upload a sample video content here, and you just upload it. So there's a repository for you to store and upload all your banner contents. And you can preview your video contents to make sure you have really loaded in the stuff. Okay, then the next thing is because the video here is really just to store the, this repository is really to store the image and video, the contents. You have to link the content to a particular banner. So you just copy the video link and you add a video banner. So any banner must be assigned to a campaign. So you can set weights if they all belong to the same campaign. So you know, to set different preferences for different banner. So I'm just going to have a banner called video and face. Let's say Corona beer. Okay. So is it video your video image, or is a video banner, or is an image banner? So the width and size, the height of the image or the video has to be, you have to be aware of this before, because during the banner or rather the ads content production, you should be aware of the size and the width and height of the image or banner. There's really no limit for what size to use. You just have to make sure the size you have set for the image or video match what you configure here. Otherwise, the ads will not come out. And also the click-through URL is basically if the user click on the banner or click on the ads, you will be redirected to another place where you can have more details of the advertised contents. So that's basically the click-through URL. And once you click, you come out as a different page, or under the same page. It's like a redirect to another page. Normally you just bring them to another page once they click on the ads. So once you have that, if everything works well, you will be able to preview from here as well the video, the ads content. So the next one is really to select zone where you want to push the ads. So I'm just going to name it a zone. Let's say video zone. And again, the width and height has to match the banner content, and it has to be exactly the same. So there's some other different options and how frequent to push the ads, especially in case of the in-session ads. But we'll discuss those other options in the next session. So you link to a campaign, and in our next release, you can link to a banner directly. The zone can link to a banner. So for now, we're linking to a campaign, and this one video campaign. So you was update. So once you run the update, you will actually see there's some other options you can play with it later. You will see generate CMS code or in-session code. CMS code is really for you to embed the ads URL in the CMS config. Okay, remember we have the MBox HSG CMS page for you to customize the login page, and there is an option for you to link to the ads URL here. Okay? So once you load in, if everything works well, you will actually see the preview of the ads that already comes out from the landing URL. There's another option to generate in-session code. This is for you to do the in-session ads, which will cover this in the next topic. So now, once you have punched in the ads URL, you can preview the page. You should be able to see the ads coming up. There's other option. For example, you can force them to watch the video or the banner for a few seconds. Once you change the setting, you just regenerate the code, and you just upload it to the CMS page. So now you have to watch this for 5 seconds before the close button comes out. You can continue to watch this, or you can close to proceed to the login page. So that's basically how it works for the video ads banner. The image ads banner works similar. If user doesn't close this, the video will just keep on replay and replay, and you can practically put in any video contents as you wish. So I'm going to load in the image ads. Let's say we're going to have another image campaign that basically push the image banners, and again, you have to upload the content to the repository. So I'm going to put face shop, some kind of, and you can preview your contents as well. And once you are happy with the preview, then you can copy the link and you create a banner. Let's say, and assign the banner to a campaign. Image face shop. Okay. So this time is the image URL, and you add that image URL, and you also assign a click-through. For the image, as you can see, I didn't have to assign the width and height. It will auto-learn the size of the image and the width and height. Likewise for the video as well. So you can also preview here, and just make sure you remember this. And the size, you go to the zone, let's say image zone. And now we're going to push that image content. And again, you can play with other options. And for now, I just leave it as default. I'm going to generate the URL to embed into the CMS. Okay, so I'm not saying the ads this time, as you can see the preview. So there must be a problem with normally the problem is really the width and height didn't match. So I would just do a check-in. 394 and 700. Okay, it didn't. Just in case, I'm going to delete it and redo it. $394 and 700. Image campaign. Did I assign the banner to the image campaign? Oh, because I assigned the image banner to the video campaign, so I made a mistake. Okay, I'm just going to redo this. Okay, so I'm just going to redo this image banner because I assigned to the wrong campaign. So, so it happens, the mistakes. Oh, I need to get the image URL. So you need a bit of practice to get used to it. banner, image, job. Just give you a good naming convention so that you know exactly what you're doing. Picture URL, image campaign. So image campaign, and just want to check the size. Okay, the size and height, 394 and 700. 394 and 700, and link to my image campaign now. Can I generate the URL again to punch into my CMS? Okay, so I can see the preview ads pop up. Okay, so similarly, if you want to force them to watch a few seconds, you just each time when you update, you need to regenerate the CMS code. And so they have to watch the CMS contents for a few seconds, the ads contents for a few seconds. You can click on it to be redirected to your targeted advertising page. So that's pretty much for the setup. And what I'll do now is to run a live demo so that you can see how it works on the real device. Just log into my phone, connect to the SSID. So that's basically, that's what you see as a user. You have to see the banner for a few seconds. After that, you can proceed to log in, and that's all. So it's very straightforward to the user. It's very seamless to the user, and it's very easy for the advertiser to manage the contents as well. And after that, you can run your reports and like impression and click-throughs that has gone through. For now, there's no data because it takes about 15 to 20 minutes to see the data come in, because there's a processing at the back end. Then once, because it's a new setup, so I don't have the stats, but later on, after 20 to 30 minutes, you should be able to see the stats, how many impressions been pushed out and how many people are interested, so that they click on it. And so you get click-through results. Then because there isn't any, we haven't waited long enough to see the stats. But when in your actual situation, you will see all this live data here. So that's all for today. We're just going to demo and talk about the CMS advertising. In our next topic, we're going to cover the in-session ads injection, which is, again, is highly sought after feature by many venue owners. Thank you very much for watching today. I'll see you again next week.